Thank you. How do we start the revolution in these trying times? How do we raise an army not afraid to fight? How do we lift the spirit of men to boundless heights without the forces of nature holding them tight? Soldiers who have seen gloomy days, how do we take that darkness and turn it to light? On this note, we therefore invite the greatest spoken word poet of all times, Babajay. OMO NAIJA. Make we start from the genesis. Before our rights was ripped up the same page with justice. When MJ's skin didn't shine in the dark and Two-Face's hair didn't reflect the light. Before Fela sang the future of Nigerian politics. When we didn't have to remember how much we had in our pockets after they tell us to pack. So I say make we reverse, skip neutral, before we drive to the cocoa of the matter. When dollar was still equal 1 naira. When corruption wasn't a constant X in the equations of Nigeria's elections. When our grandfathers would tell us stories about how 15 naira and Sikira beans would last them the whole day. But what a shame it is today. So I say, shall we pray to the able God, so that we don't dance shackle with our destinies into shackles. Unshackle OMO NAIJA, unshackle the chains of brutality. Avoid sipping the wines brewed with fallacies, used by our leaders to shackle subconsciously with their so-called promised goods and services. We give them our goods, but we ain't getting no services. We give them our votes, but they ain't fulfilling their promises. Instead, they leave us to rupture, and while they turn money to spirit being with the way they make it rapture, we get captured into the paws of poverty. So like vultures, we only get to feed on the carcass of their actions. Our bellies swell from kwashoko due to their diet of unbalanced decisions. Corruption. The story of corruption is too old to be told. You should be seen in black and white. I see the color for change in HD is green and white, but our leaders are colorblind, so we have to write it down black and white. In this game, you're the black or white, so we chose a side when they wanted us to be the pawns for the kings and queens castled in House of Rock. So to checkmate, we had to make moves backward, learn from the mistakes made in the 70s and 80s, get crashed at political parties with able men in their 40s and 50s. Cause this isn't a call for rebellion, OMO NAIJA. This is a call for revolution. Cause we know we need men whose ideas will light up the streets of Nigeria. But we know that if politicians' brains were the bulbs, the devil will control the switch on and off. And we know that if money was sex, then most politicians will cheat, have to itch, HIV, so we won't buy front row seats to their magic shows, watching how they burn our treasuries and still manage to end up rich. We won't allow old men to tell us how to live, slurry speeches, worn out skin and open teeth. We wonder when they would leave. OMO NAIJA, take the book from the shelf. Let's rewrite history wrong. Motivate yourself, but you know agree hear a song. So instead of singing, I'll paint this in words on the canvas for Africa's future. Once black, but now bleached with the sulfur of culture. Our native heritage, the backbone of the pride we used to stand tall. So as a writer, I've chosen to be a writer of the wrongs they decided to stitch up. The gorillas in suits rapes Nigeria countless times. Now I'm telling her to zip up. Refuse the bribes, flowered with the purple like discourse and speak up. Say not today, cause if things are falling apart, the gods are not to blame. Instead of OMO NAIJA, you wear the thing around your neck, cause that's where our voices are made.